the most realistic online racing sim ever made. This is iRacing. Detailed laser scan tracks, fully dynamic real-world cars, and over 50 series to choose from. 6 online world championships offering over $100,000 in annual prizes. This is the original esport racing game. This is iRacing.
Good Tuesday evening to you, race fans, and welcome to the Digital Sim Sports Network, sister station of the Dirt Racing Network, and our live coverage for the season finale of the Short Track Showdown Series. 5 Flag Speedway tonight. Wrap things up. And while the only real points race going on right now is going to be for the second and third positions, couple of teammates going at it, Marvin Turnmeyer and Andrew Perry. And I have to admit that I do not see the 33 car of Andrew Perry at the moment. The championship has been all but locked up, and he is the quickest in the practice session tonight. We're going to have to bring that car down to tech, I think. See, maybe he got some of those treated tires from our buddy over in Ohio last night, Matt Westfall. Maybe he got some treated tires from old Westfall. We were giving Westfall a lot of grief about that last night, the big block race. But we're just going to have to pull the 43 car in. We're going to take it apart, just bolt by bolt, piece by piece, I think, just to see. It's going to be, if he starts the race, it'll be his second championship this week. And so he picked one up in the pro late model over with the dirt guys at Mars. And he is vying for the championship for the pavement guys on Sunday night with Mars as well. So in the span of 7 or 8 days, he could potentially pick up 3 championships. We'll just have to see what happens on Sunday, as this one is a foregone conclusion. But I appreciate everybody being here. Guys, don't be afraid to chime out. Say hello in the chat. Let us know where you're watching from. You got a favorite driver, shout them out. If you're on Facebook, make sure you come by the Dirt Racing Network's Facebook page, like, share, and follow us. If you're over on YouTube, Twitch, and Trovo, hit the subscribe button. I just got done with a meeting with the guys from Short Track Showdown. We know that November the 7th is when they will start their next season up, and it's going to be a little different look when we come back next season. They are not going to do all of the little sprint race and invert and all that. We are just going to have qualifying and big long races, anywhere from 60 to 125 laps. So a few new things happening for these guys next season. Right now, I think we're about to go to qualifying. They'll probably take a few seconds at the end of that and have a quick driver's meeting, but qualifying scheduled to roll out. And then we will do that 20-lap sprint. Just waiting to see drivers start to roll out on the track. Our third. Okay, don't know what happened there, but for some reason, Streamlabs just disconnected on me. Threw me up in air. My apologies, guys. Driver's already on the track. We're watching here. This is Greg Moore, one of the newer drivers, and he was fourth quick right there. Let's go see if we can find. We ain't going to see the driver of the 43 car just yet. Nick Baker is on track, though. And the 89 car, we heard him burp the throttle coming up out of turn number 4 right there. You had to put a quick breathe on it. Adam Vinny, quickest, 16.98 and a 17 flat. And now we're just waiting. Jesse Thomas is on track. He goes through. And Jesse Thomas to 7th quick. And a 17.07. And we are just waiting for the 43 car. I don't know. Maybe there's a problem with Rundle. So not sure what happened with our first stream, guys, but it just disconnected. So we're running it back, as they might say. Have not seen Reed Rundle go out. This is the 88 car of Matt Eddy, and he's already been out, but he came back when the track was cleared. I think he's trying to get something straightened out on the car. You really hear him feathering the throttle going through that corner. He is just really working that throttle, trying to get through the center of the corner. Reed Rundle actually rolled out onto the track. Let's see if we can. Okay, so he just rolled out. I think he's going to start at the back of this 20-lapper here. So we'll put the guys up here. We'll get them out there, get them ready to go. This is how we're going to line them up. It'll be Adam Vinny in the 11 on the pole. Marvin Turnmeyer, the 16 car to the outside. So your front row, Vinny and Turnmeyer. Row 2, Austin DeMore, 7 car inside. And then Matt Eddy in the 88 on the outside. Our third row is the 89 of Nick Baker. And he starts next to Wes Whitfield in the 07. Jesse Thomas, the 10 car. Row 4 to the inside. Jeff Werdeman in the 81 on his outside. And then the 5th row, Greg Moore. I think it's the number 10 car rolling. Yeah, it's a number 10 car rolling. It's a 12 on the scoring monitor. Don't know why. And then he'll have John Brunner at 46 on the outside. And I don't know, maybe because it's a victory lap tonight. 43 car did not take a qualifying time. He is at the very back of the field for this. So we'll bold strategy, and we'll see if it works out for him. Bill, hey, there you go. Here's all the Viniacs. I love it. All right, parade laps. And they will go to green, and we're going to get this thing started here. Let me get this turned back on. Yeah, a little bit going there, a little bit going here. Only 11 drivers tonight. I do know the 21 car, Garrett Boyd, is out. He has, what did they call it? Vagilis silicaitis? I don't know. He's got sand somewhere he shouldn't have sand. How's that sound? So he's sitting out tonight. Green flag over our 20-lap sprint race down the backstretch in the 16 car off the top side. Marvin Turnmeyer shooting out to the front, but Vinny fights back on the bottom. They'll be side by side. That time Turnmeyer at the front. Another good run out of 2. Turnmeyer by half a car getting into 3. We'll see if he can hang on to that. Tries to go down low. Might have been a little bit of contact between the 16 and the 11. There was contact between the 7 and the 88. That'll sort things out into a single file to the top 3. And now we're side by side. The 88 of Baker, the 89, or the 88 of Eddie, excuse me, and the 89 of Baker as they battle over the 4th and 5th spots. Looking back through the field. Whitfield in 7th, Werdeman in 8th. Jeez, those cars are loud. Rundle has worked his way a couple of spots forward. He is trying to figure out where that side-by-side battle in front of him is going to go. Vinny looks like he's closing in for the lead. We're going to go to the front because Adam Vinny and Marvin Turnmeyer have broken away from 3rd place Austin Demore, and I think they're trying to figure out the battle here. 20 laps is going to let them know half the feature what their tires are going to do if they punish the car. So I can promise you these guys are all going flat out right here. Side by side still in that battle for 4th and 5th. This time Baker looks like he is going to prevail and take the spot. They'll get single file through your top 8 now, through your top 9. Let's go back here to Brunner. Rundle had a problem coming out of 2. He lost the back end of the car. Not sure if he had a problem or just got some help there getting out of the corner. And Reed Rundle having problems on the front stretch. Car was against the inside. Let's go back and see. This is the second time. Let's just rewind this real fast because I want to see. He was into the group, and he just got the car down on the flat right here, it looks like. It pulls the left front in, spins the car around. He's going to get it going. And then he is going to do the same exact thing coming out of turn number 4, I think. Yeah, got the car down the flat, and when she came back up on the track, it was just unbalanced. He put the throttle to her, and she was sitting right there. So Rundle will join the back of the field, and he's going to have his work cut out. It's a good thing that the championship is already decided, or that might be rough to start this feature and have to start it at the back trying to chase some of these guys that are really good here. And I know Turnmeyer's pretty good. Vinny's pretty good here. I mean, we've seen Baker be good pretty much anywhere. Same with Rundle. He's just not having a good night tonight here at Five Flags. Eddie's got a tiny little bit of damage on the left side of that car. And I think that was the contact with Austin Demore early in this one. Put a little bend in the left front corner of that car. It shouldn't affect him any. He should be okay. 13 laps to go in the first stint, which is our 20-lap sprint race. Then they'll invert a few cars, and we'll start our 40-lap feature and see how that goes. But I think it's safe to say that with the 16 car being in attendance, he will finish second in the points for sure, behind Rundle. Greg Moore has taken the 10 car off the track, and I'm not sure for what reason, but he has taken that car to the pits. As the pace truck will get out the way. There goes the 10 car down pit road.
Green.
The green flag will come back out. We're back underway in that 20-lap sprint. 12 laps to go. Turnmeyer keeping the lead. Vinny hanging on a second. Battle side by side. Baker and Demore now. Baker on the top side. Demore down on the bottom. That outside seems to have momentum at both ends of the track. The shorter way around keeps guys side by side only for so long. 10 car was back on track, and he's headed back to pit road again. So problems for the 10 car, persistent, and he will make his way back to the attention of the crew. He'll start getting ready for the 40-lap feature. Great battle here for third, fourth, fifth. Sixth place is right in this. That's Thomas, Jesse Thomas, in the red number 10 car. It looks like Baker's going to take third from Demore, and Demore is going to have to continue to fight. Try to keep fourth. He went in the corner, drifted just a little bit, cut the car back down to the bottom, left Eddie enough space, but Matt Eddy just running out of tires on the top. I think he's really having to run the car hard. And I just think now it's a matter of time before the bottom. The short way around prevails just because it's shorter around. And if he keeps drifting up at the entry to the corners, now single file through the top 6, 7. And a gap back to 8th place, Wes Whitfield. Then Brunner and Rundle running behind that. But we're going back to the front. Top 2 coming around, going to be 6 to go this time. And they have broken away again. Trying to settle it for the last 20-lap sprint of the season. And we're going to get the wave lap this time by. Turnmeyer got down on the flat. Ooh, Vinny went to the high side and pounded the outside fence. Right front damage on the 11 car coming around for 3 to go. Matt Eddy may not be done with Demore here as he has worked his way to the inside. Coming around with 2 to go, and Matt Eddy trying to get a top 4 finish out of this. 88 car looked a little wiggly coming out of 2, or out of 4 right there. Jesse Thomas getting right in the mix here. So Eddy takes over the 4th spot. Thomas may take 5th away. White flag coming out at the front. Turnmeyer still out in front. And the checks will fall on the 20-lap sprint race. Marvin Turnmeyer, Adam Vinny, Nick Baker, Matt Eddy, Jesse Thomas, Austin Demore, Jeff Werdeman, Wes Whitfield, Reed Rundle, John Brunner, and then Greg Moore got back on track, but several laps down, about 5 or 6, and he will coast across the line here. And the 20-lap sprints in the books. These guys are going to have a couple of minutes for a warm-up session, and we're going to give it to them. While they do that, let us quickly show you this. Okay, well, I hope everybody moved to this one because I have no idea why that acted up like that. Oh my gosh, I can't even find the cursor. I don't know what is going on, why it's disconnected, but I am going to get in here and find it out tonight. So it's not a good reason for it at all. We're going to get ready to roll these guys out. So with our inverts, it's going to move Wes Whitfield in the 07 and Jeff Hardiman to our front row to start the 40-lap feature tonight with Austin DeMore and Jesse Thomas in row number 2. Matt Eddy and Nick Baker will make up row 3. Adam Vinny and Marvin Turnmeyer. They finished 1-2 in the 20-lap sprint. They will start 7th and 8th respectively. And then Reed Rundle in 9th, John Brunner 10th, and Greg Moore rounding things out back at the back of the field. So 40 laps. Championship already decided. 43 of Reed Rundle will be the champion for the season. Second place is going to end up being Marvin Turnmeyer. And we believe Andrew Perry is going to finish in third, even though he wasn't here tonight, because fourth was so far back that there really wasn't anything they could do in the points to gain positions or challenge for a title. So pace truck should get out of the way this time. We're going to be ready to go green for 40 laps.
Green, green, green.
And the green flag quickly out behind the pace truck exiting. Wes Whitfield down through turns 1 and 2. He'll have the lead. DeMore moves alongside the 81 of Ordeman. And now moves to the front. Oh, gets the car way out of shape. Good little piece of driving there on the cold tires. The door was open, and Jesse Thomas slipped through on the bottom, past Werdeman as well. Matt Eddy looking to do the same. He'll get by, now moves to the inside on Jesse Thomas as Thomas slipped up coming out of 2. Had to gather the car, and that left the door open getting into 3. We're back in 1 and 2, and Matt Eddy looks like he's going to go all the way onto the podium. So a couple of spots quickly for him. The door's still open, and that is going to move drivers all over the place. Little checking up on the high line. Everybody's going to survive. Nick Baker's going to fall all the way to the back, though, as he really had to check up at the back of that top line. We're going to get a look quickly as Reed Rundle has already worked his way up to 5th. 4 places improved from his starting position. He got around Turnmeyer. He got around Jesse Thomas, and now he is giving chase to the 11 of Adam Vinny. Vinny in that 4 spot and closing in slowly on the 88 of Eddy. Wes Whitfield has been quick all season, just hasn't been able to close the deal. Gotten to the front in numerous races and then has been run down and passed close to the end. A number of times, I can't remember exactly how many, but quite a few. Now Adam Vinny going to show the nose to the 88 coming out of 4 for just a second. I think Reed Rundle has found a nice place to go ahead and sit in comfortably there in 5th. Marvin Turnmeyer still 6th. Thomas, Werdeman, Brunner, Baker, and more. Everybody's still close. Still all in the same set of corners. Now Werdeman looked to the inside of Thomas, and he got a little bit of a push down. Check the car down. He'll regroup and go after him again. Nick Baker working to the inside of John Brunner. That's going to be a battle to move inside the top 10 up to 9th. And he will take the spot down the backstretch and into turn number 3. So Whitfield, quarter second out in front. Coming around to complete 10 of the 40 scheduled. Clean and green thus far. Your top 5 have broken away from 6th place Marvin Turnmeyer, and they are all within a car length of 2 of one another. So it looks like everybody has found a pace they're willing to ride at for at least the next time. I'm going to say 10 to 12, maybe 13 laps. Except for Adam Vinny. Vinny's going to move the inside of Matt Eddy. Coming out of 4, he found an opening. And with the door open, you can just bet the 43 car is going to crank it up just a little bit and try to follow him through. Anytime somebody gets moved off their line, the door is open. You might as well go ahead and jump through it yourself, and he does just that. So, maybe playing a little possum in the 20-lapper. Stayed way back, figured out what was going on with the car, where he could be aggressive and where he couldn't. Started 9th, and he is now inside the top 4. And we're not quite to halfway yet. Coming up to complete lap number 14 here, Whitfield and Demore. And Demore looks like he's going to start putting some pressure on Whitfield. And if Whitfield keeps it in the fence coming out of the corners like that, the door will be wide open. Demore will scoot right on by and move Austin Demore to the point for the moment. Demore leading his second lap. Now Adam Vinny is right there on Wes Whitfield. He got a little wide out of 2, and Rundle wasn't quite close enough to capitalize on that. And now Rundle left the door just a crack open, getting into 3. But Eddie wasn't able to put his nose in there. And down the backstretch, I think you're going to see the door open up as Vinny gets there on Whitfield, moves him way wide. I think 3 or 4 cars are going by here. Vinny goes by, Rundle goes by. Matt Eddy is right there as well, and the door's going to stay open just long enough, I think, for Turnmeyer to bring the 16 car in, going into 3, and he shoots it down into the open gap and move Marvin Turnmeyer inside the top 5. So I think I figured out the strategy for the 43 car. Follow Vinny to the front. Let him do all the work, and I bet you in the closing laps you're going to see something happen here between those two. Maybe not, as Matt Eddy got his nose to the inside on Rundle. Now Rundle trying to stay on the podium. Cannot clear the 88 getting into 1 and 2. Topside had momentum in the 20-lap sprint, the first half of it. That went away, I think, as the rubber started to get put down. And that bottom side just has a lot of grip down there right now. Definitely the shorter way around, and the top side just a little too slick still. Maybe a little too much dust up there. Door stayed open. Eddie got by. Turnmeyer is trying to go by. Whitfield is still right behind this battle. Demore still out front. He's 0.6 of a second. That time Eddie makes a mistake, opens the door. Turnmeyer will go ahead and wedge his way in there, and we'll see if Rundle can get up there, use the opening, and help himself take 4th position at least back. It's kind of a victory lap for that 43 car tonight anyway. His championship was decided before he ever showed up, and all he had to do is take the green flag. Quick look at the front. Demore has started to get away a little bit. 0.6 of a second on Adam Vinny, and Vinny made a run up to the 2nd spot and then has kind of stalled out. Hasn't been able to get any closer to Austin Demore as the run has gone on. We're coming around to 15 laps remaining. This one getting over quick tonight. Ooh, big blink right there. I don't know what that was about. Looked like everybody blinked. Maybe I blinked. Well, I got to make things up. Keep it interesting, Mindy. That's how I do it. This is a great battle right here. 3rd, 4th, and 5th. And it is not decided at all. As we're getting down here closer to the 10 to go mark. Turnmeyer trying to work his way around. Matt Eddy has taken a lot of laps to do so, and it's kept Reed Rundle right in the mix, and Rundle thought the door was going to be open getting into 3 to get Turnmeyer and Eddy in the same stroke, and he didn't get it done. He is going to fall into the 4th spot. Now he's going to have to follow Turnmeyer. 1 and 2 in the points, running 3 and 4. Championship really decided, and Turnmeyer really has second locked up as well now with this 3rd place run that he's got going. We're going to creep in on 10 to go, and Adam Vinny losing ground. He's lost a quarter second since we checked in on these two the last time around. 10 to go this time by. Quick look back here towards the back of the pack as it looked like they were 3 wide for a second. That was quickly sorted out. Werdeman in 6th, then Thomas, Baker, Moore, Whitfield. As Wes Whitfield went from running out front, he is now running in the 10th position with 10 to go. Battle for 3rd spot right here. Reed Rundle found an opening. And now working his way by Marvin Turnmeyer. This battle a good 2.8 seconds off your lead. And DeMoore really starting to stretch it out on Adam Vinny here in the closing laps. He is out to 1.3 seconds. Door open for Matt Eddy. As Turnmeyer had a little slip coming out of 2. Little bitty nick of the fence right there. That'll open things up, and Jeff Werdeman may try to stick his nose down in there on the bottom getting into 3. Doesn't quite get it there. So Eddy back to 4th. Turnmeyer back to 5th. Austin DeMoore 1.5 seconds. Wave lap coming up. 5 to go. This time out of turn number 4. And the 7 car. Very strong here at Five Flag Speedway this evening. Vinny was 2nd. Rundle is 3rd. Eddy 4th. Turnmeyer, Werdeman, Thomas all right there together. And then it's about 8 car lengths back to Nick Baker in 8th. Greg Moore in 9th, John Brunner and Wes Whitfield 10 and 11. As now Whitfield has completed the trip from the penthouse to the penthouse to the outhouse, as he went 1st to 11th. And now has taken the 07 car to the pits. Maybe something amiss in the 07 camp. 3 to go for Austin DeMoore. 2.4 seconds. And just in the last about 5 laps, he has picked up over a second. This Reed Rundle now got past Adam Vinny for a second. Adam Vinny, tires may be going away on that 11 car. He's under fire again. Got the 88 of Matt Eddy right behind him. White flag in the air for our leader. We're going to watch the battle for the final podium spot right here. DeMoore is absolutely checked out. 2.5 seconds over Rundle. And here's Eddy trying to get the nose down in on the bottom in 3 and 4. Who's going to get the final podium spot? DeMoore wins it. Rundle 2nd. Vinny into 3rd as Thomas and Eddy got together. Coming out of 4. So Adam Vinny will finish in the 3rd and final podium spot. We'll bring him around on the front stretch. We'll talk to Vinny. We'll talk to DeMoore. And we will wait and talk to Reed Rundle last. Terrible. I hate when they do that. I hate when it's just a bad angle like that for the camera. Yeah, we're not going to get a better shot, guys. Better than that, we ain't getting it. Unfortunate. But let's get Adam Vinny up here. He battled hard. He got all the way to 2nd. Closing laps. Looked like the car faded a little bit. But the 11 of Adam Vinny brings it home on the podium to close the season out. Adam, tell us about that feature run there in the closing laps.
I really don't know what happened. The right front just went away from it, and I just couldn't get the car rotated.
We had a lot of fans watching tonight. A lot of cheering going on. Unfortunately, we had to start a couple of different servers because for whatever reason, internet is acting crazy tonight. But everybody kind of stuck with us, and I'm very happy that they did. I know they're in the chat still. But, yeah, it looked like, a quick run up there to the second position, and every time the door opened for you, you took advantage of it at the closing laps. I mean, it just looked like Demore's car was really hooked up, and yours started to fade, and Rundle got by you. But still, a good season, and that should give you some semblance of what you're going to have to either alter or change, so maybe you can bring home the championship next season.
Yeah, I had a rocket ship. Fast car. Congrats to Reed on the championship. Congrats to Austin on the win. Yeah, I thought him and or I thought Austin and I think it was Whitmore. I thought they were gonna burn up their stuff. I ended up burning my stuff up.
Yeah, like I said, the 11 or the 7 car did go to the back there towards the end. He did not have a very good car at the end. In fact, took it off the track, but it looked like a really good pace. Everybody was kind of standing there about 8-10 car lengths apart. It looked like everybody was kind of pacing themselves. I really can't tell what the difference in what happened to your car and then Reed's car, especially Demore's car. I wouldn't be able to tell you what happened without looking at the specs on the tires when it was all done. I think maybe just a little bit too hard pushing early, trying to pass all those cars, and then it just kind of manifested itself at the end.
I took care of my tires. I thought I wasn't running that hard. I was gonna let those guys battle it out. I was on the inside. The inside's the way to be. Just be patient, and apparently, yeah, mine just went out.
Yeah, I have no idea what is going on here. Everything is exactly how it's supposed to be. Anyway, let's finish this up, man. Give us a shout out, your thank yous, and we'll let you go celebrate, buddy.
Yeah, Beer Wisconsin. It's Wisconsin, Wisconsin Night Podcast, Outlaw Chassis and Suspension. Everybody that stuck through me with the season, I appreciate it, and look forward to next season. Thank you, Bam and Scrub-a-Dub also. Thank you.
All right, man. Well, thanks for chatting with us. We'll look forward to seeing you back next season, hopefully on the dirt here pretty soon.
Yeah, I need a crew chief for that. I still need to set it up. I need a crew chief to hook up my car.
Well, give us a call. We'll see what we can do. All right, man. Thanks for chatting with us, and good luck the rest of the season over there at Mars.
I appreciate it, Roger. See y'all Sunday for the Big Hunter Lapper at the Monkey Mile. Looking forward to it.
All right. That's Adam Vinny. He finishes in third tonight. We're going to move over here. We're going to look at that 43 car. We're not going to get a very good look at it, but we are going to look at it. We're hoping that we can stay on air long enough. I have no idea what's going on, folks. But not only does he win the title tonight, he comes home second in the race. And I said it at the beginning when he was quickest in the practice session, that car is going straight to tech. It's coming apart piece by piece, nut by nut, bolt by bolt. We're going to find out what is going on. 43, too many championships already this week. How you doing tonight, buddy?
Hey, after our early start there, electrical problems, I'm not sure what the hell is going on. I'm still been battling stuff. And then, of course, in the sprint feature, I don't know. It's weird. I just was hoping I wasn't going to have any problems during the feature, and obviously we were able to work our way back through.
Yeah, I thought maybe you were playing a little possum and just wanted to start a little deeper in the field, make the championship a little bit more exciting and a little more impressive to come make a big run to the front there. But what did happen to you there during that 20-lap sprint?
I don't know. Like I said, we had some electrical problems. Still having a connection problem right now. I don't know if we've got something going on in our area. I was talking with Matt. Eddie was having a little bit of quality problems, but my ping was pretty high, which I never had problems with that. Don't know if that's what affected me in the heat race. I got loose and She just came around on me, and maybe I was just pushing a little bit too much. But and then I thought we were lapped down, so I just kind of hung at the back. And no, I think you've said it pretty straightforward before. Racers don't come out here to run in the back, and I don't play that game unless there was something going on for a some kind of extra point bump or something to start in the back. We come out here to run and win, and that's what we look for.
Yeah, like I said, we weren't sure what was going on, and I'm gonna come up with some kind of crazy story or make something up.